Hi everyone, this is Kat Foster. Welcome to my staff moment today and welcome to my kitchen. I figured that seeing as how today is Thanksgiving Day, well at least when you're watching this, it would be neat to actually do something in the kitchen because that's where my family spends most of their Thanksgiving Day. So today I'm going to take you through making one of our favorite desserts in the Foster house. It's called an ooey gooey butter cake. I wish I could take credit for this recipe, but unfortunately it's one that I found on Pinterest. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is make our crust. I've already preheated the oven to 350. I've got a nice spring form pan here that I'm gonna get sprayed so our cake does not stick when it's done. And we're gonna combine a few ingredients. So the first thing that we're gonna combine is just a box of regular classic yellow cake mix. So we'll get that in the bowl. Don't be surprised if you see a guest appearance from Magnolia. She likes to stand under my feet when I cook. She's always looking for a handout. The next thing we're gonna add to that is 2 eggs. And then we're gonna add half a cup of melted butter. So that's 1 stick. And then we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now that I've got butter all over my fingers. All right. Now what we need to do is just get that whisked together because this is gonna form our crust. Now, as I'm whisking this together, I will share a little secret with you. So this is like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving when we're recording this. And we're actually celebrating Michael's birthday tomorrow night at the Foster house, just a few days late. And he's my oldest bonus son, and with both of my bonus sons, with Michael and Pearson, I always ask them for their birthdays, what do you want to eat? What special thing do you want? One year, Michael had a bunch of friends over, and I think I made creme brulee for like 8 teenage boys. That was a labor of love. I can definitely do an ooey gooey butter cake because this has become his new favorite, and it's his most requested. I've made it and sent it to Chapel Hill before for he and his roommates to have. All right, so this is what the consistency should look like. When it says ooey gooey, it is not playing around. So what we want to do now is we want to get this in our bowl or in our springform pan. And for the most part, it kind of stays together, but you're going to have to get your hands dirty. All right, promise my hands are clean. And what you want to do is you want to get this pressed into the bottom of the springform pan as best you can. And get it as flat as possible. So this way it can withhold the filling, which is a cream cheese mixture that we're gonna get started on in just a few minutes. So here we go. Here's what that should look like. And now let's get started on the filling. Okay, so now it's time to make our filling for the ooey gooey butter cake. We're going to start off with an 8-ounce block of softened cream cheese. And to add to that, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of heavy cream. Looks like very little. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. Maybe. Nice little will come out. There we go. We're going to add 2 eggs. We're going to add another half a cup of melted butter. I call it butter cake for nothing. And then we're going to get our mixer and we're going to mix it all together. So here we go. We've gotten that relatively smooth. And the next thing that it's asking us to do is we're going to add in 4 cups of powdered sugar, but add it in 1 cup at a time, and you're going to stir that in. Speaking from experience, you don't really want to do that with a hand mixer because otherwise powdered sugar ends up all over your kitchen and all over you. Magnolia is very thankful for that because she likes to clean up after me, but I don't feel like the mess today. So here we go. We're going to start adding 1 cup at a time. We're getting close to it, and just stir as we go. Okay everyone, it looks like our filling is ready. It is thickened up a lot with all of that powdered sugar, and it's time to get our filling on top of the crust that we made earlier. So we just want to pour it in there, get it as even as possible. Kind of get it spread out a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and warn you, this cake is going to come out so pretty, and then within a few hours it's going to fall, but that's what you want it to do. It's even better after it's been sitting in the fridge for a little bit. So by the time we celebrate Michael's birthday tomorrow, it is going to be perfect. All right, there we go. There's our ooey gooey butter cake ready to go in the oven. All right, time to stick it in the oven, and it's gonna go in once again at 350 for 35 to 45 minutes depending on your oven. So, fingers crossed everything works out okay. All right, everybody, it's time to take our cake out of the oven. All right, and here we have our ooey gooey butter cake. It's a little jiggly on top, but that's how we want it. It's going to fall, and that's okay. What you want is for it to be about the thickness of a pie. So let it cool completely, and it'll be ready to eat. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.